Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Bailee Durant and this is my BMW M4. Now there's a few things that we're doing to it, like today we went ahead and did this. And then we did this. And now we're in this garage. The front end on this vehicle has been looking a little like a catfish. There's a little bit of carbon fiber bitties here. So there's the lower splitter, which does absolutely nothing. It's just to make it carbon fiber instead of paint. You have the upper front like splitters, the front lip. We tore it off, and when we tore it off, it was already winter time. Like, okay, well, it's probably snow. There'll be sand on the roads. It'll get chipped up really bad and everything. So we waited. Now this is a APR styled front lip with the bumper support. I said style, it's not the real one. I can't afford the real one, unfortunately. It's like $1,100 APR. If you ever did see this, and I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I just couldn't physically afford the splitter because I'm keep ruining them. But something I did get from APR, which is aesthetic, is in here. There is APR Performance Carbon Fiber Rectangle Universal Hood Vents. Hood vents, and these things look like the Mustang GT hood vents, like the previous gen. I don't know what to call that generation. That's exactly what they look like. I'm pretty sure they're probably identical. They just put a little more of a lip on it and put some holes so you can bolt it onto any vehicle. I just want the GTS hood on this car, but it's not feeling it right now, so I want to be different. I see people rock these in the E92. I've seen one person rock it on F30 or F32, which stinks because I had the idea before I even saw him do it, but he did it and then he like changed it. Now I'm doing my car. This will be the first M3, M4 hood style for the F chassis to have these vents that I know of. And if someone else has done it, send it to me. I'm a little paranoid, but I'm probably gonna put them about right there. They're gonna look good. And those are APR, they come with the hardware and everything. This did not come with any hardware whatsoever. So I went to Lowe's. They don't got crap. So I think most of the bolts are the traditional ones that are in the bumper. But I don't know what to do with this because there's no instructions, there's no holes, and yeah, I don't know. But this is on air suspension, the whole car, and I need to get under the front bumper. I don't have to jack it up. I just lifted up the front, lowered the rear, made that nose poke up as high as possible, which is actually quite a bit of room. Should I start with the front lip or should I start with the hood vents? I'm really back and forth. I think I'm gonna start with the front lip because it's something I'm more dreading. There's still a lot of like, the old front lip, when it went flying to space, it tore my bumper. Well, it's actually on the other side. It tore the bumper here, like see that? Because the bolt wasn't far enough in. It wouldn't even matter how far. I mean, it's like, it's right there as a hole. So I got these two lower pieces off, and they used to have a lip there, and they broke off before by the previous owner, probably running up on a curb. And I want to trim that up and make it look nice again. So I'm going to do it as best as I can. I don't want to take off all that plastic because that plastic there, the lip, is supposed to be there. It seals against the car. So I'm not going to cut it off, but I would like to at least try to make it look a little bit prettier. There's the old lip. This thing is way too pretty to be going where you never see it. Like, they could have just not made this look so good. Pre-hole drills. The holes are pre-drilled. This is sick. Now I gotta figure out where it goes though. I thought I've taken this off before. I've never seen that. I don't know if it's from when we yanked the other lips came off or what. I think that's new. These scuff marks were previous owner. So these go now to here. They only drilled the holes, which this is a rep, remember. They only drilled the holes, they didn't drill that out to put little brackets. So let me go ahead and Dremel that out now. I wish I could tell you that that is actually mounted. There's only 2 bolts holding that, but it looks so good. I just mounted it up because there's a lot of holes I have to drill out, which I'm going to point out. I'm going to get back to this probably later at night. The reason why I'm stopping is because my brother is here and he's going to help me do the hood vents. So, I said it, hood vents. These are the APR hood vents, and they look so good on this hood. The only thing when I was getting them I was concerned about, that's the wrong side. The only thing I was concerned about getting these vents was they weren't made for this car whatsoever. But yeah, again, it's so unique. And I'm so excited. I can't explain how much joy cutting into a car gives me. I don't know why. Like when I did the wide body, the 335, it was the happiest thing. We did a G37, and I don't know, every time I'm cutting into any panels on a car, it makes me really happy. So I'm super excited. But yeah, again, so nervous because if you mess up, it's permanent, you ruin your hood, and then it's just not good to mess up. So cross your fingers. While Connor will be doing the templates so that we can trace this out, I'm gonna go ahead and tape up the whole hood. This was the most expensive thing I bought today. 18 bucks. Tape? I'm having troubles matching the shadow line because the tape's so big. I'm just trying to get it on there as a guide, you know? Yeah. And this is our template. He made it and then he used the tape here to kind of round the corners off. And I guess now it's time to actually figure out where we're putting this thing. From this point, we decided to go ahead and time-lapse it because we didn't know where we wanted the vents, whether it was up, down, side to side. They aren't made for the car, so this was something that we just didn't know what we were getting into. Alright, so what we did to measure this is when we put the vent on here, we kind of decided how far, we just chose how far we liked it from that line over. And I chose, well, we kind of decided on 7/8. So 7/8 from the line there. And then what we did is with that template that he traced and cut out, we also put it on there and then we was able to cut this border out. So we measure it, we put it on there, we used that Sharpie and traced around this. And then when we did that, we cut it out. And then that allowed us to do that. So because that's all cut, it's all placed like on there, you can see exactly where we wanted it. See those black dots? So it's on a black dot, and then we got the inserted where we need to cut. So then we had the Sharpie and we marked it, traced it, and then boom. So now we know where to cut. I'm very hyped on that because it is so perfect. We made sure from this corner to this line is identical to the other side. Now, depending on where we put it, it may not look the best. You could do better, which I think we did the best. We were really looking at it, but at least we know both sides will be identical, which is a very important thing. That's gonna look so good because even from over here, those long vents, it's aggressive. I do wish the vent went that direction on the upper side because it looks awkward. But yeah, again, these aren't made for this car. So, I mean, what do you expect? This is about to happen. We got them both measured out. It is time to cut this. And, okay. So on this one, we're only cutting that very outer line, give it as much space as possible so we don't have to do any extra trimming. This is aluminum, it's not gonna rust, I don't have to worry about that. I probably will seal it. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do the bolts or not. For now, I'm gonna say 3M tape it on. But super exciting. And also, because I'm doing this, I do want to let you know a moment of just a couple of seconds ago, I signed the final contract to build a house, which is pretty cool. There's literally no going back, and this does not cut it at all. Keep in mind, I've never done this, nor has Connor, and nor did another friend named Chance. He came over and cut a little bit too. It's the whole point of building cars for me is the experience, and I know this is cutting into a hood that I would have to replace and respray, and it's a gamble because I had no idea what it actually looked like on a daily basis. Turned out great though, and I just encourage you, even if you're a little nervous about it, to go ahead and try and just take your time and do the best you possibly can. It's all that matters because you get better as you do it. I tell you this, we definitely don't know what we're doing, we're still doing it. I wish I had a vacuum for this part. It's like wiggling a tooth out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, this is it. Oh,
Nice. Yeah, that's some thick glue.
yes, dude. All right, but we're not over. God, why is there so much structure in this hood?
Oh, looks cool.
All right, let's cut it. Check this out. Doesn't that look good? You cannot say this was worth. So hyped on how they came out. I'll make another car wash. These are all metal shavings. I don't want to touch it at all because it will hurt the paint really bad. You would not want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this lip, and then we are going to go straight to a car wash, hose this down, rip off the tape, and then I'll talk and explain the rest of the hood. I had a friend come over. He helped me with that second one. It's just so good to hang out a little bit and work on this car. But God, it looks so good. It's so sick. Alright guys, go ahead, and I recommend cutting a lot higher on this. So that's all cut off. It looks really clean, as clean as it can be for what it is. Let's put it up. So all the bolts are in. I got that thing trimmed up so it doesn't hang down a lot. Bolts are in, looks really good. And now, and for these bolts are like special bolts. They came with my side extensions. They hold the side extensions on, and they just go right through the polyurethane. I heard that carbon fiber piece back there cracking, so it's probably spiderweb like crazy. But those worked really well. Like it's on there. Like I'm wiggling it. It's on there. So super sick. First time I had a splitter that I actually really trust since the 335. This is a big moment. Okay, so I guess this is a jump to the next day. I don't know where I really left off because I was just cutting things up. So the vents aren't done. There, I have the adhesive on there. I need to decide if I want to do the screws or not. I don't think I do, but I might do it just to see, because worst case scenario, I just fill it in.